Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Seencast. In this podcast, we'll dive into IELTS Common Mistakes for Bands 5 to 6 and 6 to 7 book. In today's lesson, we're covering the first two lessons, focusing on common mistakes and how to avoid them in IELTS. Today's lesson is when to use the and how to correctly handle singular and plural nouns. So let's get started. When should I use the? Did you know that the is the most commonly used word in the English language? But many learners still struggle with when to use it and when to leave it out. Let's break it down. We use the when referring to a group of islands or states like the United States or the Middle East or the UK. We use the when using superlatives like the best, the longest, the highest. We use the when talking about ordinal numbers, the first, the second, the third, and referring to something unique in the world, like the sun, the internet, the environment, or talking about the only one in a specific area, like the police, the government, the river. And one common phrase or even more common phrases like the same as. Remember, we don't use the when talking about single countries like America, England, China, Iran, France. And we don't use the when referring to things in general. For example, this is incorrect to say people with reading difficulties often have problems with the number 8. The correct form is people with reading difficulties often have problems with numbers. So, let's correct a mistake. Incorrect sentence. The hotel did not look same as the photo on your website. The correct version would be the hotel did not look the same as the photo on your website. So, there is a mini challenge for you. Try making your own sentence using the word the same as. Share it in the comments. Let's dive into singular and plurals. Should I say the news is bad or the news are bad? What about mathematics or children? Let's find out. We use plural nouns when using plural verbs. There are a lot of books on the table. Or talking about numbers greater than 1, like 30 cars, 100 students. When using many, like so many buses drive past because they are full. We use plural nouns when we have the phrase the number of. The number of buses on the road has increased each year. We use singular nouns when using singular verbs like there is only one bedroom in the flat. Using a or an for one item, a car, one student. Some words look plural but are singular. News or mathematics. Some words have irregular plurals like children, men, women, people. So, let's correct a mistake. In 2015, the number of women studying science increased dramatically. Well, the correct version would be, in 2015, the number of women studying science increased dramatically. Again, there is a mini challenge. You tell me which is correct. Number 1, the number of people or peoples in many class is growing. Tell me the correct answer. 2, my father watches a lot of sports on TV. Leave your answers in the comments. So, let's just have a little review. Today, we covered 2 super important grammar topics. When to use the and when to leave it out, and how to correctly use singular and plural nouns. Your task for today's lesson would be, write 1 sentence using the phrase the same as and another with the number of. Share it in the comments. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow the podcast for more fun English lessons. See you in the next episode of Seencast. Bye for now. دوستای خوبم، خیلی خوشحالم که توی این اپیزود با ما همراه بودین. خیلی خوشحال میشم که ما رو سابسکرایب کنید. حتما زنگوله رو روشن کنید و این پست رو برای دوستاتون هم بفرستین تا اونا هم بتونن از این پادکست استفاده بکنن. اگر انتقاد یا پیشنهادی دارین خیلی خوشحال میشم که از طریق تلگرام یا از همینجا توی کامنت ها به من بگین و اینکه حتما اون تسکی که بهتون گفتم رو انجام بدین تا براتون تمرین بشه. PDF کامل این کتاب رو توی کانال تلگرامم براتون گذاشتم که میتونید همزمان پادکست رو گوش بدین و هم PDF رو باز بکنید و کتاب رو داشته باشین تا هم تمرینات کتاب رو بتونید انجام بدین و هم با من بتونید پادکست رو همراهی کنین. اگر این ویدیو رو دوست داشتید لایک یادتون نره. فعلا